Hi guys, and welcome to your 27th day of your 30-day yoga challenge with Fable Yoga. Today we're going to work on doing lots of twists and activating and heating up the body with your flow. So let's start in a child's pose. Bring your knees down towards the ground. Have your toes pointing back behind you and soften your head down onto the floor. You can either have your hands back down by your sides or out in front, whichever feels more comfortable. Just taking a moment to let the body soften. Equally, if you feel like this is uncomfortable, you could place a block underneath your head and softening the head into the block. Take in a really deep breath through the nose, expand, find space in the back. And then sigh it out through the mouth, let it go. Again, deep breath in, belly, lungs, chest, expand. Full sigh out, let it go. Last deep breath, expand, finding space. Exhale, softening. And allow everything to settle. Sense the weight of the head, the neck, the shoulders sinking into the mat. And just take a bit of time to arrive in this space. Letting the rest of your day go, your day ahead, the day that's already been. And tune into your breath. And as you observe the breath, noticing the pace of it, the quality of it, just check in with how you're feeling physically, how you're feeling mentally or emotionally in relation to how the breath moves through the body. Our breath is a really good gauge for working out where we're at energetically within ourselves. And as you give yourself time to find a bit of stillness, just check in with what arises in the mind. Any reoccurring thoughts, any patterns in the mind, and any new thought processes that you feel developing. And with that observation of where you're at, of how you feel, just bring in an intention that you would like to expand through the body physically. Emotionally, mentally, whether that is strength, focus, calmness. And set that as your intention in the mind. And take in a long deep breath through the nose, expand the belly. Full sigh out through the mouth, let it go. And then walk both hands over towards the right hand side of your mat. And place your left hand on top of your right, as if someone has superglued your hands into the ground and you're trying to pull them off. Lean over to the left hand side and find as much space as you can in the left side of the body. Breathing in and breathing out. And then swapping sides, walk both hands over to the left hand side, placing the right hand on top of the left. Breathe in, right side of ribcage expands. And leaning towards the right, pull the right shoulder, right ear, right hip towards the ground. Finding that sense of softness at the same time as strength or engagement through the body. And then breathe in back to center, spreading the fingers nice and wide. Lift up to all fours, bring the shoulders over the hands, knees directly underneath your hips. And reach your right arm forwards and your left leg back, so opposite hand to foot. Breathing in deeply. Exhale, squeeze elbow to knee. Inhale, reaching all the way out, extending. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last one, all the way out, reach, extend. Now bring your right hand out towards the side in line with your right shoulder and kick your left foot out towards the side in line with your left hip. Lifting the foot as high as it goes, holding here for 3, maybe bending the knee if you don't have space for 2. And 1, reaching your left arm back. See if you can catch hold of that foot with your right hand and start kicking into the hand to find a back bend through the chest, through the shoulder. Breathe in fully. Exhale. And then slowly release your right hand down to the ground. Tuck your right toes under and push your left leg high to the sky as you kick it all the way up behind you. Deep breath in to lengthen. Breathe out, squeeze your knee towards your nose. Place your left foot down between the hands. Drop the back knee towards the floor. And sweep both hands up to Anjaneyasana, lifting the hands high. Move your hips back in space, so your hips are over your back leg. Then press the tailbone down. Squeeze your bum so your thighs and your leg is active before sinking forwards towards your front knee. Wrap the shoulder blades down as you breathe in. Maybe you're taking a back bend here as you reach the hands back slightly. Breathe in fully. Exhale, both hands down towards the ground. Slide your left leg back to join your right. Reach your left arm forwards and your right leg back. Same thing, second side. Breathe in. Breathe out, squeeze, elbow to knee rounding. Find that rhythm, breath to movement connection. Inhale. Breathe out, squeezing. Last one, all the way out, reach, extend. Stay here, bring your left arm out to the side and kick your right foot out to the side, holding. Bring your toes as close to your right shoulder as possible. Breathe, hold for 3, for 2. Lift the foot a little higher for 1. And now kick your right leg back, catch hold of the foot with your hand and open the chest into more of a back bend. Still pressing the tailbone down so your lower back stays long. Deep breath into the chest. This, guys, slowly release all the way down. Tuck your left toes under and kick your right leg as high towards the sky as it goes. 3-legged dog. Remember, you can bend that left knee as much as you need to kick the right leg high. Breathing in. Step the right foot forwards between the hands and drop the foot down. Drop the back knee down to the ground. Point the toes behind you and lift up high. Anjaneyasana. Fingers spread wide, lengthening the body up. Hips move back over your back leg. Tailbone presses down before you soften further forwards into your front knee. Option to stay like this or take it into a back bend if you want to lift up and out of the waist even further. Remember to breathe. If you can't breathe, you've gone too far. Your breath is your gauge for where you need to be. Slowly release both hands down towards the ground. Step your right leg back to a downward facing dog. Hips go high to the sky. We're going to start twisting into the body a little bit more now. So take a few breaths here just to lengthen the spine out. Maybe you could pedal out through the feet, finding more space in the backs of the legs. And then breathe in, pull forwards to a high plank position, shoulders over the hands. Lower your knees to the floor, pull the chest forwards, lower the whole body down. Point the toes, use your spine to lift you as you inhale to cobra. Push into the hands, roll over the knees, tuck your toes as you push back to downward facing dog. Hips go high towards the sky. That's your option 1. Inhale forwards to high plank, option 2. Keep the knees lifted or lower them down as you bend your elbows halfway. Breathe in, chest lifts, roll the shoulders backwards. Push it back, downward facing dog. Now, whether you're picking option 1 or 2 with a variation, we're going to add on a little bit more now. Breathe in, pull forwards to high plank. Take your vinyasa, bending the elbows. Breathing into cobra or upward dog. And then lift the knees, twist your knees towards the right and crouch towards your heels as you sink your bum towards the heels. Inhale forwards to a high plank position. Same thing, opposite side. Twist your knees to the left and push your hips towards your heels. Inhale forwards to high plank. Exhale to a downward facing dog. Take a breath in, right leg lifts high to the sky. And breathe out, squeeze your knee to your nose, shoulders forwards. Breathe in, right leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, place the foot down between the hands. Lift your right hand forwards, up and open to a twist. Send the breath deep to the lower belly. Exhaling fully. And then as if someone is now pulling your hand, lift up to a twisted lunge. Pull the right hip backwards Left hip forwards as you squeeze your left bum cheek to keep the inner thigh of the back leg active. Breathe in fully. Exhale to twist. Bring your right hand onto your back thigh and lift your left hand high to the sky as you open the chest, twisting and opening the rib cage. Send the breath to the front of the chest. Exhale, windmill both hands flat down towards the floor. Straighten up your right leg as much as possible. Now you can use blocks here if you need, or cushions, or whatever you have to hand. And stay high on the tiptoes of the back foot as you straighten the front leg. Breathe in, lifting the chest high. Exhale, hinge forwards as you fold. Breathe in, lifting the chest high. Exhale, hinge forwards as you fold a little deeper. Now removing the blocks or keeping them where you want. Lean forwards, bend into your front knee and lift your left leg off the floor, moving towards your standing split position. Your standing split does not have to be a standing split. You're just lifting the left leg up as high as it goes, whilst keeping your hips parallel to the floor. Drop the head down towards the ground. Lift the leg up a little higher. Breathe in, lift the chest halfway. Now exhale, bend your right knee and tap the left toes on the floor towards the right hand side of your mat. Inhale, lifting back up. Exhale, step them directly backwards behind you. Sweep both hands high to the sky. Spread the fingers, lift up to your high lunge. And bring both hands straight back towards the floor. Right leg steps back. Take it through your vinyasa, bending your elbows. Breathe in, chest lifts high, roll the shoulders backwards. Twisty knees, bending your knees towards the right hand side. Breathe in, pull forwards to a high plank position. Twist your knees to the left as you push it back. Inhale forwards, high plank position. Exhale to downward facing dog. Same thing, second side. Left leg lifts high to the sky, push the floor away, kick it all the way up. And breathe out, squeeze your knee towards your nose, shoulders forwards. Breathing in, left leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, squeeze your knee towards your nose, place the foot down. Lift your left arm forwards, up and open as you find a twist through the upper body, rotating. And squeeze the knee into the chest as you push your right ankle into the midline of the mat. And as if someone is pulling your hand, lifting up to that twisted lunge. Deep breath in, belly expands. Using your exhale to rotate. Place your left hand down behind you and swing your right hand high to the sky. Reverse twisted lunge. Breathing in deeply. Exhaling fully. Inhale, arms parallel to the floor. Bring your right hand down, bring your left hand down, and re-straighten that left leg. Again, grab blocks if you need here. Place them under your hands. Stay high on the tiptoes of the back foot. Breathe in, lift the chest forwards. Pull the left hip back in space and exhale to fold forwards. Breathing in deeply. Lengthening the left hamstring as you sink down. Bend into the left knee, lean forwards, and lift your right leg off the floor this time as you move towards your standing split, dropping the head down as far as it goes, keeping the hips parallel and relaxing the head. Take a breath in, lift the chest up halfway, extend the spine. And then bend your left knee, step your right leg towards the left-hand side, tap the toes on the floor so your left leg is working. And breathe in, lift all the way back up again. Rebend the left knee, step the right leg back behind you. And sweep both hands high to the sky, spread the fingers, inhaling, lengthening. Exhale, both hands down to the ground, left leg steps back, take it through your vinyasa, bending the elbows. Pull forwards again, breathe in, lifting the chest. This time, twist your knees to the left first as you push it back. Inhale forwards to high plank position. And twist your knees to the right as you sink the hips towards the heels. Inhale forwards to high plank. And exhale to downward facing dog. Bend the knees to charge the legs, look forwards. Hop, step or float to the front of the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Breathe out to fold forwards. Sink the bum low, take a breath in, lift up to chair pose. Hands go high towards the sky. Lean all the weight into your left foot and pick your right leg up. Crossing your right leg over the left as you squeeze the thighs together. Maybe double wrap the shins. Now wrap your right arm underneath your left. Bring your hands either to opposite shoulders, backs of hands together, or double wrap your forearms. Take a breath in, lift the elbows high. Lean forwards, bring your shoulders forwards and the shoulder blades down the back. Holding here. If you fall out, don't worry, just come back in whenever you can. Keep the breath flowing and notice the sensation across the spine. Now slowly unravel your hands. Spread the fingers backwards. Don't think about it too much, just go for it. Kick your right leg backwards and you'll be in a warrior 3. Spread the fingers. Shoulder blades go back and down the spine. Slowly bend your left knee. Sweep both hands up to the sky in a high lunge, spreading the fingers. Then take your twist. So pull your right arm forwards and your left leg back as you rotate. Place the left hand down behind you. Right hand sweeps high to the sky as you breathe in. Holding on the breath out. Inhale back to center. Place your right forearm onto your left thigh and hook your left arm on top of the right, taking a twist through your upper body, twisted lunge, rolling the shoulder blades backwards. Breathing in deeply. Exhaling fully. Inhale, lift the chest, look forwards. Keep the hands in prayer. Bend your back leg, straighten the front leg as you move to the back of the mat. Right hand down on the ground, so now we're at the back of your mat. Your front or your left leg is straight. Your left hand is lifting high. Breathe in. Slowly bend your left leg. Straighten your back leg as you swing to the front of the mat. Same thing at the front. Breathe in. Nice. Bring your right hand down to the ground. Move to the tiptoes of your back foot. Lift your left hand high to the sky as you twist once more. Then bring both hands down to the ground and take it through your vinyasa, bending your elbows. Breathe in, chest lifts high, roll the shoulders backwards. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog, hips go high. Last side, bend your knees, charge the legs, hop, step, or float to the front of the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees. Inhale to chair pose. Utkatasana. Hands lift high to the sky. Now this time, lean all the weight into your right foot. It's really important that you lift your left leg up this time, unless you did it last time. Otherwise, you'll be doing all of that again on the same leg. Squeeze your thighs together. Double wrap the shins if that's available. Wrap your right arm on top of your left. Hands either to opposite shoulders, backs of hands, or double wrap the forearms. Breathe in, elbows lift high. Sink your bum back slightly so you can tip forwards. Counterbalance the weight as you tip down. Breathing deeply. Exhaling, folding. Keep the mind still, observe the breath. And slowly unravel. Don't think about it, just go for it. Spread the fingers, spread the legs, spread the arms. Open the chest, holding. Be super confident in your balancing poses. The more confident and active the muscles are in the body, the easier it becomes to hold. With control, bend your right knee. Tap the left toes on the floor. Sweep both hands up to your high lunge as you breathe in. And then take your twist. Left arm reaches forwards, right arm reaches back. Bring your right hand down as the left hand sweeps high. Twisted reverse lunge. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale back to center and bring both hands together onto your right knee as you take a twist. So using the hands to help you go further. If your hands are near your right armpit, push down to lift them to the center of the chest. So you find more of a rotation through the center of the spine. Squeeze your left ankle into the midline of the body. Breathe in. Breathing out. Keeping the core solid by breathing, expanding. And as your exhale moves inwards, draw the belly up and into the spine, squeeze the bum, squeeze the thighs. Lift to center with the hands together. Spin to the back, bend your back leg, straighten the front leg as you move to Skandasana at the back of the mat. Bring your left hand onto the floor, sweep your right hand high to the sky as you breathe in. Moving to the same thing at the front of the mat, bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. Breathe in, left hand sweeps high to the sky. Left arm reaches down to the front of the mat. So if you got lost there, you're back at the front of the mat. Your right leg is bent. Your left leg is behind you. Sweep your right arm up and overhead. Breathing in. Using your exhale to twist that little bit further. And then breathe in, bring both hands down to the ground. Right leg steps back. Take it through your vinyasa, bend the elbows. Breathing in, lifting the chest high, roll the shoulders. Twist your knees to the right, exhale. Breathe in, pull forwards, high plank. Twist your knees to the left, exhale. Inhale forwards, high plank. And exhale to downward facing dog. Focus the eyes to the toes. Notice the change in breath. Maybe there's none at all. Then looking forwards between the hands, bend the knees to charge the legs. You're going to jump to a seated position or step forwards. Crossing your legs in the air or just stepping forwards. Bring your bum onto the ground and kick your legs out in front of you. Bring your hands behind your knees, option 1. Lift the chest up high as you breathe in. And then to take this further, you could straighten the legs if that feels okay. You could also bring your hands forwards, releasing the legs so you're balancing on the bum, keeping the breath flowing. Breathe out, lower your whole body down 3 inches off the floor. Use your breath in to lift you back up. Now bring your hands to your temples, twist towards the right hand side, and lower the whole body down 3 inches off the floor. Breathe in, lifting back up. Twisting towards the left hand side, lower the whole body down. 2 more, breathe in, lifting. Over to the right, exhale. Breathe in, lifting. To the left, exhale. Inhale all the way up center. Bring the soles of the feet together. Have your feet about 2 palms width distance away from your hips. And gently fold forwards. Soften the head down. Give the core a break. Take a deep breath into the lower belly. And let the head go. Then lifting the chest up high. Bending your right knee into the chest and drop your right knee out towards the side. Straighten your left leg forwards. Breathe in, lifting the hands high, telescope the ribs up. Taking an active twist towards the left. So twist away from your bent knee. Then reach your right arm forwards to catch hold of your foot or your ankle. And swing your left arm around the back of the body to catch hold of the top of your thigh or a piece of clothing. Push down to lift up through the spine as you breathe in. And use your exhale to twist. Again, push down to lift up as you breathe in. Exhale. Slowly unravel the spine. Bring both hands towards the right. Push into your right hand. Hips go forwards, up and open as you lift up into a sort of picture frame pose. Breathing in to expand. Release all the way back down. Swap your legs. Left knee bends out to the side, flexing the right toes to the face. Interlace the hands, telescope the ribs up again as you breathe in. And then twist towards the right hand side, active twist, before reaching forwards with your left hand towards your right foot. Lean towards the left. Swing your arm around the back, see if you can catch a piece of clothing. And then drop your left sit bone back into the ground. Push down to lift up, breathe in. Exhaling, twisting. As you move into these twists, you're massaging your internal organs. You're wringing out through the spine. You're detoxing the body. So we tend to sweat a lot more during these practices as we get all of the toxins out of the body. They start to feel a lot more active, and they can also feel a lot more frustrating. Breathe in back to center. So just observe where the mind goes. Bring your left hand behind you and lift back up into your picture frame on the second side. And just sit with any observation of what rises in the mind, what rises in the body as you flow. Slowly move back down onto the ground. Bring both of your legs out in front of you and draw your toes towards the face. Unraveling the twists, interlace the hands, take a breath in. And keeping a gentle bend in the knees, reach forwards and catch hold of the feet with your hands. Take a breath in, lift the chest up high. And breathe out, fold forwards. Softening the head, the neck, the shoulders down. Notice I still have a deep bend in my knees here, so you can keep that all the way through. It will just give you more space in the lower back to pull forwards. Release the hands, release the head. Let everything flop down into the floor, no longer trying, just letting go. And notice where the body ends up. Breathing deeply. Exhale fully. And then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, bringing yourself up to seated. And then rolling all the way down onto the ground, bending your knees if you need to. And bring your hands down by your sides. Straightening your legs and moving down into your final Shavasana or resting pose. Well done, guys. Closing the eyes. Take in the biggest breath you can through your nose. Full sigh out through the mouth. Let it go. Twice more. Last one. And let it go. Let the breath go. Let the body soften. And keep the mind still as you observe the sensation of the body releasing. And if you have time today, I invite you to stay for at least 5 minutes in your Shavasana, allowing everything you've done to unravel, for everything to sink in. And if you need to rush off with the rest of your day, thanking yourself for your time, for your efforts, slowly wriggling the toes and the fingers, reaching your arms up and overhead as you stretch through the hands and the feet, bending your knees and rolling over to one side, and then gently pressing yourself all the way back up to a comfortable cross-legged position. Bring your hands to your knees, finding a lift through the spine, softening the shoulders down. And again, just checking in. Observe the body. Observe the breath. Notice the mind. Take a deep breath in through the nose, expand. Sigh it out, let it go. And bring your hands towards the heart center, thanking yourself for your time, for your efforts, for your dedication, wherever you are in the world, whatever time zone. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. It's been a pleasure teaching you all. Good luck with your last 3 days. Jaya. Thank you.